What's going on, guys? Donovan here with another life page. And I remember talking to you guys about how I censored my sister. If you haven't looked at that, definitely check it out. But I'm going to share about a time, I wouldn't say I got censored, but a record of mine got confiscated, seriously. And I want to share this life page. He took my record. He took my record. He just took it. And this is a story about interaction between me and my stepfather, my stepdad, and how I basically, you know, I love music. And at that time, I think it was the teens, but we used to have a record store called Chauncey's, uh, somewhere on West 7 Mile that you can walk to and just buy a record. So there was this record out at the time by Carl Carlton called She's a Bad Mama Jamma. And I went and bought that 45. Now, I went and bought it. My stepdad used to be down in the basement playing his Motown, playing his songs, his music. And so I got home and I'm excited because I've heard the record, and so he said, "What you got there?" And he plays the record, and he has this look on his face. So he plays the record, and he says, you know, he used to call me Brother Walt, because Walter's my real name, by the way. But he said, "Brother Walt, um, this song is a little bit uh, too strong, too dicey for you to listen to." And I, being a teen and not really understanding. I mean, I understood some songs were pretty obvious, and this is one of those songs that was kind of obvious, but uh, I had no clue because, um, well, let's put it this way: I had no clue. There's certain songs that you can't play in the house, and this is one of those songs you couldn't play in the house in respects to my mom, for one. Uh, and that would have just opened up some uh, awkward conversation probably between me and my mother, and he saved me from it because he didn't even play that song in the house. I don't even, yeah, he took my record, but he didn't even play it in the house. And looking back at it, I just think about discernment. I think about, that was a wise move on his part to help me to see there's certain songs. Nah, you don't want to play them in the house with the ladies around. No, you just don't want to play them. Now there's some songs you could get away with because they were just, I don't know, just songs that you played, and they you kind of got by with them, like playing, the Commodores, Brick House. you know you, there were just certain songs back then you could play and you know what they were talking about, but it was just kind of so subtle or kind of decoded that it was just could be played. Um, so why do I share that? Well, I share it because it kind of came up with sharing the story about censoring my sister. How you know my stepdad looked out for me, because if I would have played that record in the house, like I said, there would have been some awkward conversations with my mother, and it was already awkward enough talking about girls and uh, sex and things like that. So it was already awkward enough with her trying to. I could tell she's trying to initiate. What do you know? What have you heard? And it's kind of like, I have an idea. So yeah, it's just certain things you don't play in a house growing up, and you're a teen and your parents. So uh, so I appreciate I didn't. It was kind of weird at the time, but looking back at it, I appreciate how my stepdad kind of censored me, but kind of just saved me from some awkward moments with my mom. So I share that because I know that when it's family and you got to look out for each other, and you may not understand at the time why people do the things they do, but I understood looking back, you know, what my stepdad did for me. So, what about you guys? Do you have those moments where you gotta look out? Like I said, look out for for people because it could turn into an awkward moment. Uh, so that's my life page for today, guys. He took my record. He did. He took it. He didn't play it. I couldn't play it, and but kind of just looked out for me and saved my neck from some awkward conversations. But that's my life page for today, guys. Donovan out. Peace.